Good morning, students. Let's see the continuity of applications of solubility product. We already discussed about group 1 and group 2 cations, okay, and corresponding reagents. Now we go for third group cation. So this is group number, okay, and cations regarding particular group. What we call it is basic radicals. Basic radicals, reagent, and QSP is greater than KSP relation for salt, and then PPT color of PPT and effect causes to PPT. Okay, so let's see, we are going to discuss about here third group cation. So group number 3. So what are third group cations here? That is chromium plus 3, aluminium plus 3, and Fe plus 3. Is it clear up to? Okay. These three belongs to third group cations or basic radicals. Now the reagent is ammonium hydroxide in presence of ammonium chloride, is it clear, ma? And let's see here, this is ammonium hydroxide, which is called weak base, is reversible ammonium ion and OH minus. Clear? Now add ammonium chloride to this solution. It gives NH4 plus Cl minus clearly. Okay? If you observe clearly, at product side, ammonium ion concentration is very, very high. Am I right? Ammonium ion concentration is very, very high at product side. NH4 plus concentration is very high at product side. So reaction moves towards reactant side. That is, backward reaction takes place. Is it clear? So now which concentration is decreases here? So here OH minus ion concentration is decreases. Am I right? It insoluble in the solution. in the solution. It makes PPT with third group cations or basic radicals. Third group cations. These are the third group cations. Okay. So this OH minus ion interact with this third group ion. Okay. Clear? Now it makes hydroxides, corresponding hydroxide. It gives corresponding hydroxides which are insoluble and more PPT due to which effect? Due to common ion effect. Due to common ion effect. Okay. Which effect takes place here? Common ion effect takes place. Am I right? Common ion effect. Is it clear, all of you? So now let's see. Here we have insoluble OH minus ion, and here we have third group cations. Now the PPTs are chromium trioxide and aluminum trihydroxide and iron trihydroxide. Is it clear up to? Now the color of this PPT is green color, and this one is white PPT, and this one is reddish brown color. These three are PPTs which are insoluble in the solution. Now which effect takes place? Common ion effect. Common ion effect takes place. So more PPT and less soluble. What is the reagent? Here we prefer ammonium hydroxide in presence of ammonium chloride. So write this expression for any compound. Let us take this one. AlOH taken thrice, when dissolved in water, it gives Al plus 3 OH minus. Clear? Now write it KSP QSP expression, that is Al plus 3. What is the coefficient here? 1. And OH minus, what is the coefficient? 3 is greater than KSP for AlOH taken thrice. Clear? So now for this one is, we have to write ionic product is greater than KSP for AlOH taken thrice. This is PPT condition, am I right? PPT condition. Is it clear mark to all of you, everyone? So this is about third group cation. Okay. Yesterday we discussed up to also. But here you should remember one thing. When we add these reagents in the test tube, first we go for separation of first group element. So we filtrate, and that residue is removable. In the test tube you have filtrate, am I right? By using that filtrate we go for second group cation. In the second group analysis we add H2S and dilute HCl, am I right? Hydrogen sulfide and dilute HCl for second group cation analysis. Okay. Now again we filtrate and remove the second group cation by the filtering. Now that filtrate we have, okay, write this one. Note here. Here first we add ammonium chloride, then go for ammonium chloride, ammonium hydroxide. So first add ammonium chloride, then only we add ammonium hydroxide. Ammonium hydroxide and H4OH and ammonium chloride. In that first we add ammonium chloride, then we go for ammonium hydroxide. Remember this. Okay. Here one important thing is, in the second group, for second group analysis, this is the test tube. Listen carefully. This is filtrate. This is filtrate after first group removal. First group, after first group removed. So first group is filtrate. The residue PPT is separate by using funnel. Now this is the filtrate after first group removed. Okay. Now there is no first group cation here. No first group cation in this filtrate. By using this filtrate, we go for second group analysis. Okay. In the second group analysis, what we add here, in this test tube we add dilute HCl and H2S. Am I right? H2S. Clear all of you? Everyone? Now undergoes reaction with sulfide ion. It makes some PPT at the bottom of the test tube. Okay. Now this PPT can separate by using another test tube. By using funnel. Keep filter paper here. Now this entire mixer pour into the another test tube. Now this PPT separated in the filter paper. Now in the test tube we got again filtrate. Second group cation, this is second group, separated by using filtrate process. Okay. Now this liquid after filtration, filtrated. This is called filtrate. Now after removal of second group cation, am I right? Second group cation. Second group is separated. Then we get here filtrate. By using this filtrate, we go for third group cation analysis. Third group cation analysis. Third group cations. Now this is the filtrate. This filtrate from second group. After second group analysis, second group cation is removed, then this filtrate. This is the filtrate. This filtrate we consider. But here we add H2S and dilute HCl, am I right? For second group, dilute HCl and H2S, am I right? for second group. So there may be a chance some quantity of that H2S dilute HCl in this filtrate. Am I right? There may be a chance some quantity of dilute HCl and H2S in this filtration after removal of second group. Okay. Now this is second group reagent. Am I right? Second group reagent. After filtration, the removal of second group, there may be chance to present second group reagent in this filtrate. Now we using this filtrate, we go for third group cation analysis. Okay, this filtrate from this one. Okay, so here there is some quantity of dilute ester and H2S is there. Okay, clear? So now this is second group reagent. Okay. If we add ammonium hydroxide and ammonium chloride, now what is the third group reagent? If we add ammonium hydroxide for third group analysis and ammonium chloride, these interact with this ammonium sulfide, hydrogen sulfide. Actually, this is the third group reagent for identification of that basic radical. But inside the filtrate, some quantity of second group reagent is there, H2S. Now this one combines with this reagent, it becomes fourth group reagent. What it is? Fourth group reagent. Ammonium hydroxide, ammonium chloride and H2S is the fourth group reagent. But what we need? We need third group reagent and for the analysis of third group cation. Okay. Is it clear, all of you? So for that, after filtration of second group, we should need to remove this H2S. Am I right? We should need to remove this H2S. Why? Because if it is there in the filtration, it add with ammonium hydroxide and ammonium chloride and it go for fourth group reagent. So but our analysis is for only third group only. Clear, all of you? So only these reagent enough for identification of third group cation. So we remove this dilute HCl and H2S from this filtration before going to analyze third group cation. Is it clear, all of you? That is very, very important. Note. The filtrate after third group, after second group, have second group reagent, dilute H2S, dilute HCl and H2S. Am I right? Okay. If we add ammonium hydroxide and ammonium chloride into the filtrate, it becomes fourth group reagent, ammonium hydroxide, ammonium chloride, H2S, okay. But we need only third group reagent only, third group reagent only for analysis of third group cations, third group cations, that is Cr plus 3, Al plus 3 and Fe plus 3, Fe plus 3, okay, Fe plus 3. So we should remove dilute HCl and H2S before adding of third group reagent, that is ammonium hydroxide and ammonium chloride. Before adding third group reagent, we have to heat this filter rate which is from second group. Otherwise, if directly we add, it undergoes fourth group reagent. That is analysis for only fourth group reagent. There is no chance to analyze third group reagent. Write it down. Okay. Let's see the students. So now, for example, third group cation Fe plus is there. This is third group cation. If any second group reagent is present, H2S, okay, this H2S converts this Fe plus 3 into Fe plus 2. If it is there in the solution after second group filtration, which one is how iron converted? Fe plus 3 converted as Fe plus 2. Okay, because H2S is strong reducing agent. Strong reducing agent. So reducing agent means it removes the electrons from Fe plus 3. Reducing agent means it removes the one electron from Fe plus 3 and Fe plus 3 convert to Fe plus 2. Okay, this is not a third group. It is not a third group basic radical. Am I right? What is third group reagent? Only third group cation Fe plus 3 only. So by the presence of H2S after filtration of second group, it converts the third group cation as Fe plus 2. But actually what we need? Fe plus 3 we need. Okay. So for that purpose, we add HNO3, nitric acid, HNO3. That means oxidizing agent. So HNO3 is a strong oxidizing agent. Strong oxidizing agent. Clear? Strong oxidizing agent. So now what is its main aim here by adding of HNO3? 3, Fe plus 2. So it add the electron. It add the electron, one electron to Fe plus 3 and Fe plus 3 converted to Fe plus 2. It adding electron. Okay. So oxidizing agent, that means it remove the electron. It remove the electron from Fe plus 2. It convert to Fe plus 3 again by adding HNO3. It must. Okay. This is the process. For getting Fe plus 3, this condition is not good. This condition is okay. Okay. Due to H2S, it converted as Fe plus 2. But what we need, Fe plus 3 is we need. So for that purpose, we add strong oxidizing agent. It removes the electron from Fe plus 2. Again, it becomes as Fe plus 3. Then we go for third group analysis by adding this reagent. Okay. So before that, dilute HCl and H2S undergoes heating. Before this process, if it undergoes heating, these two are evaporate. Dilute HCl evaporate and H2S is evaporate from the second group. Filtrate, second group filtrate, and we add HNO3 to get Fe plus 2, Fe plus 3. Is it clear, ma? If we heat that second group filtration after separation of residue, then dilute HCl and H2S is evaporate. Then the remaining filtrate, we add HNO3, nitric acid. Then it go for Fe plus 2, Fe plus 3. This process takes place. Okay. Here we completely undergoes heating. Then it is evaporate from the solution. And dilute HCl is also evaporate. Okay. Clear? All of you? So very, very important. So in the question, is there any possibility for direct undergoes test with second group filtration? That is the question. No. Why? Because there is possibility of presence of dilute HCl and H2S after filtration. So if we add third group reagent, it undergoes fourth group reagent. Then it is allowed for only fourth group cations only, not for third group. For that purpose, if we heat the filtrate, in that filtrate H2S dilute HCl undergoes evaporation. Okay. Then we add concentration HNO3. Then Fe plus 2 converted to Fe plus 3. Okay, Fe plus 3. Then we add ammonium hydroxide and ammonium chloride. Then we get this precipitation and this process. Okay, remember this. So which effect takes place? Clearly, common effect takes place. That means it gives more PPT, am I right? Effect causes for PBT. Now go for fourth group cations. So which is fourth group? Group number fourth. What are fourth group cations? Cobalt plus 2, nickel plus 2, Mn plus 2 and Zn plus 2. Zn plus 2. Cobalt, nickel, manganese and zinc. These are the third group basic radicals. And what are the reagent here used? H2S in presence of ammonium hydroxide and ammonium chloride. This is the third group reagent. Fourth group reagent. Is it clear up to? And what are the, let's see the expression here. This is H2S, am I right? H2S, which is called weak acid. It undergoes 2H plus S minus 2 sulfide ion. So now we add NH4OH. It gives NH4 plus and OH minus, am I right? Is there any common ion effect is there at product side? Is there any common ion? Or both H plus or both OH minus? There is no common ion, if you observe clear. No common ion takes place here. There is no H plus in the both compound or no OH minus in the both or no sulfide ions. So remember it, not no common ion effect. No common ion effect. So less PPT, more soluble. Remember this, more soluble. Okay, right here, no common ion effect. No common ion effect takes place.